What's up, Cowboy Nation? The champ is here. I got Danny Savage, the guru guy,
Draft Guru.
Sup.
and I got the legend himself, Phil Quarter Cowboy.
I'm not a legend. What up, though?
Yeah,
Hey,
legend
this this the
Alabama.
this the this the pod this the wrestling podcast trio.
Yeah, shit.
So
Every
so
new.
so so that's definitely a channel y'all gotta look forward to. All you wrestling heads out there, man.
Yeah, because we need to
I
start
don't
getting.
really know about the younger gen because man, we're gonna be talking a lot of old shit, new shit too, but a lot of old history.
Yep.
Yeah, before we get into the Cowboys mess, uh, I was looking at a segment last night where you had uh Jacob Fatu and what's that boy Cody Rhodes.
They had a match against each other.
Well, now they had like a little interview, like a talking session. You know how they? I think they try. It seems like WWE is trying to steal stuff from like uh no old NWA, trying to
Yeah,
talk press and stuff. But
dude, I
uh
think Roman won the Rumble.
oh, I forgot I forgot it was tonight.
I think Roman won it. Another part time.
Was it tonight or today in the afternoon?
I think it was early today, bro.
Yeah, was it like in another country? Because during the Senior
Saudis.
Bowl, yeah, during the Senior Bowl, guys were saying, "Oh, don't put nothing in any like, don't be a spoiler and stuff." I'm
It
like,
was in
huh?
Saudi.
Yeah,
Roman won it, man. Another part timer winning.
and so that's who owned WWE, the Saudis.
Complete bullshit. They don't own WWE. They got
I,
a lot of
I
money invested, but nah.
Yeah.
do they allow like the girls to go over there in their bikinis and stuff
Yo,
and like
listen, they had a chick that wrestled. She was fully dressed, but man, her outfit, it just, they raised a little hell about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, well, hugging too much.
She was fully dressed, but it was skin tight as hell. And you know how they are over there, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They had a
I'll
little
admit,
shit to say about it, but
yeah.
it
But
wasn't
I
too
forgot.
much.
I was about to say something, but I got to stop myself.
I can watch it. Anytime you got both the Bellas in it, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Anytime Brie Bella's wrestling, I'm not watching it. She's horrendous.
they were bad botchamania?
I know it is always botchamania with them, especially Brie. I can't watch it, man. Brie ain't
Mm,
shit in the ring, bro. You think she'd be better with her damn husband being one of the best wrestlers in the fucking world? She's terrible.
Who's her
Botchamania, man.
husband?
But what you call won it though? Liv Morgan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Liv Morgan won that shit.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo,
for those who see the title, why
Hold up,
do
before you say
okay?
that. Nia Jax was in there, and the crowd was saying, "You can't wrestle." And she gave them the DX sucking sign.
What?
Yeah, they were screaming, "You can't wrestle" when she was Nia Jax, and she gave them the DX sucking sign. Yeah,
Oh, what else? I
yeah.
that's
bet that
cool.
was good.
We're gonna be unfiltered. We're gonna have a lot of people hating because we're gonna be unfiltered and talking a lot of old school shit on our shit, man.
Mm,
Yeah, but how can you hate on old school wrestling, man? I
Oh, we're
mean,
gonna have a big fan base. A lot of them gonna love it. A lot of them like them old stories, man. Like especially the old Puerto Rico stories, man.
mm.
a lot of crazy stories from over
A
there, man.
lot of crazy stories, bro.
Especially when about Bruiser Brody getting killed over there.
Fuck them for that,
I
man.
never would have went back ever,
I
man.
would have never went back.
You know who knows a lot more, and I don't trust him? Dutch Mantel. You ever see his interviews,
Uh
man?
huh. Uh huh.
Yeah.
He knows a lot
He
more
definitely
than
do. Tony Allen's always talking about it, but Dutch knows a lot more than he say.
I definitely trying out to know more than what happened over there.
I
they
can't wait
said
to.
he. They said he took him to the hospital.
I can't wait till we.
Tony was the only one. They said.
I can't wait till we get into it, especially the Sid Vicious and Arn Anderson scissor fight. I can't wait to get.
Mm,
I can't wait, y'all. It's gonna be good. I can't fucking wait. But anyway, let's rock and roll.
yeah. Yeah, man. You know what? One more story. I remember when Sid Vicious first came to Dallas, he runs against Kerry at the
Uh-huh.
old Sportatorium.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Kerry, he would try and promote Sid Vicious there, but I think the higher ups they didn't want Sid Vicious there.
Yeah.
No. When he was in the sportatorium, did he have the hockey mask on? Because he was
No,
originally
no,
Lord
no,
Humongous.
no.
No?
So he was up. He was under. He supposed to be under Devastation Incorporated.
Yeah, okay, Devastation Inc. Yeah.
Yeah,
Scandal Ekbal.
yeah. Cause they end up fighting outside the ring, going outside.
So
Tony Atlas said anyone that had a better body than Kerry, they would just bury.
wow.
Yeah.
Yep. It's true.
But it was amazing that they had Rick Rude as because before WCW branched off from the NWA, the
Yeah.
number one title was the American Heavyweight Championship, and
Mm-hmm.
then they made it to the World Class Heavyweight Championship belt.
Man, dude, I was sitting here looking. I was looking at the defensive coaching staff. Christian Parker, Derek Ansley, and Ryan Smith. Who the fuck is these people?
Um,
I know the fucking Derek Ansley, the pass game coordinator. I think he came from Green Bay.
yeah, Kevin Green Bay and
Ryan Smith came from the Cardinals.
uh,
I mean,
I know they said they still want Orr from the linebacker from the Ravens.
But are these guys fired, or were these guys like analysis? Or because I thought you could only take another coach if you're giving them a higher position. I thought.
Uh,
seemed like a lot of guys that just couldn't cut it to me. You know, the Cowboys love hiring losers, so that's
yeah,
already.
who knows, man? Maybe I don't. But see, like I said before, I can pass judgment. I want to see uh the remaining people on the coaching staff what they do in free agency and how they drafting and not how they drafting what type of players they going to run because uh from okay I mean Eberflus that was we already know from the get go that was gonna be trash and but I want to see but like if he get like a Sonny Styles type linebackers then I'm kind I'm kind of thinking that they they might run zone, but it might run a lot of blitzing schemes. But I don't know. I don't know.
Well, he plays like a safety, but he's the size of a linebacker, so you can blitz with him.
Yeah, yeah. I've been looking on YouTube and X. A lot of these Cowboys, well, Dak around is thinking that they hired Parker to help out Dak. They thinking that uh, by changing the defense, Dak can be better than he was last year. Any comments?
Um,
Crickets? Yeah.
well, I mean, of course, you know your defensive coordinator is supposed to benefit your quarterback, but when your quarterback is very limited, I don't think you can get much better than what we saw with Dan Quinn. You were top 10 3 years straight. You had opportunities to win. You're not gonna get any better with a quarterback that's going on 33 years old, who's injury prone.
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
not gonna get much better. I don't care who you bring in. It don't matter who you bring in, who you draft. You'll just have a good defense with an offense that can't get it done because you're a limited quarterback. It don't matter. The best you can hope for is him benefiting us in the future after that. That's the best you can hope for. Anything else, you're fooling yourself. He's not finna do nothing. He can't. He
You know
can't.
how you give me 1 second.
He's only as good as the that defensive coordinator would only be as good as the offense allows him to be. So they can go
Yeah.
out there, they can get 3 and out, they can get picks, they can get fumbles. It don't matter. It don't matter, man. And that's why I keep stressing. That's why I'm like, I don't try to sound like an asshole, but I'm just not excited about it. I'm not excited
Yeah.
about him, none of that. I'm just not.
No, I agree. I think, listen, we've seen the best from Dak. I think he turns what, 33?
Uh-huh.
He's due for, I mean, even this past season, watching him scramble looked painful. Uh, he's due for another injury, but that's gonna, you don't wish that on anybody. But then he does get injured. That pick's going to the Jets, man. It's gonna be a top 5 pick. It's like it's his. I'm sorry, but his window was closed,
It's closed, man.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
closed.
it's
It's
nailed
closed
shut.
and shut.
But
This
it
is not a
just,
reviving of Dak Prescott. None of that. He's the old man thing, and it's just unfortunate that he plays at the most important position on the team.
yeah.
You,
Yeah,
you
I
get
have another. I have another subject. Okay, you know that NFL is supposed to raise the salary cap. I think to either 305 million or to 310 million. And as of right now, the Cowboys, they're I think in the last check they were like 38 million over the cap. So the question is for y'all. I don't know what y'all opinion about either resigning or tagging Pickens. But me, I did a video earlier and I said that if it was up to me, I'll let Pickens fly away. Let somebody else handle that problem.
Screw that. It's business. If he leaves that way, then in I think 2027 we would get best case a third or a fourth. Nah, I'm tagging him, and I want a 1 and a 3. If he's that great, if he's the next Randy Moss, like only the Dallas media and the Dallas content creators say he is, there should be our phone should be ringing off the hook for him.
yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Listen. If under the Dak Prescott regime ain't taught you nothing, it should have taught you that having good talent don't mean shit. So letting it go don't mean shit either, because you've seen some of the best talent come through this organization, and we've got nothing. We haven't even got to an NFC conference title. So if it hadn't taught you anything, it should have taught you that none of this shit means nothing. I don't care who you bring in here. Dak Prescott will let you down every time.
Mhm.
If it
Yeah.
ain't taught you, then it should have taught you that holding on to players has no value. It has no value when it comes to this team because who your quarterback is. And that has been proven time and time again. It has been proven over and over that there's no true value in holding on to into great talent, because it will always go unrewarded every time. It's went unrewarded for 11 years. I mean 11 seasons. It's been unrewarded, and it will continue to be that way because of your quarterback limitation. Not only is there limitation, now you're dealing with age and injuries plus that limitation. You've seen the best of Prescott. Prescott. There's nothing that can do with the players in the league nowadays. That came in with some of the old school veterans, a lot of the OGs that have retired. These young speed guys, there's nothing that can do with this new generation of talent. There's nothing he can do. Nothing.
And my thing is, I'm tired of this Dak friendly type of offense anyway.
Man, only
It's
way you're
time. I
gonna
mean,
win is
it's
if that Prescott lead when you can have a quarterback that can understand the complicity of having a different or a hard to understand type of offense because the quarterback is very versatile. That's not him. He's slow. He can't read defenses, and he definitely can't read a playbook that's complicated or designed to trick the defense. He can't do that. Come back, wide receiver screens, end of rounds. That's all you got with slants. That's all you got with Prescott. Literally,
Uh,
for 11 years, that's all you had with Prescott.
yeah,
And
no,
the thing is, and we keep it sound like a broken record. He held on the ball way too damn long. He looked 20 yards down the field before he even tried to look through his progression.
if his first spot ain't open, he panics. He panics. That's why I even said it this past season. I said, is it me or did Dak play better when I think Lamb went down and Pickens was the only option? It's like instead of going through the progressions, it seemed like he played better when there was only one true wide receiver out there instead of him having to go through more reads. That was
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why 23 really outside of his rookie year was 23 was the best year because you had one receiver you throw it to all time. You had a tight end,
That's because
and
he didn't have a lot to
occasionally,
worry about.
huh?
It's because he didn't have a lot to worry about. That's why him. That's
thank
why him.
you.
Dez and Witten didn't work because he had a lot to worry about. He had to go through his progressions of his dead open of his win open. But with Lamb, he don't have to worry about the number two open because the Lamb is your best option. But when you
Thank
got Pickens
you.
and Lamb, now you got more to worry about. Now you get. That's why it's like that, man. That's why him and Lamb broke records. He didn't have a lot to worry about. He didn't have a lot on his plate because he knew he was going to Lamb. That's what.
That's
And one thing I can say that McCarthy did good that his last year. I mean, not last year. That year that they moved Lamb around.
Man, honestly, my opinion, bro. I think
Well, the man,
McCarthy did good all 3 years. 12-5 ain't easy to do in the NFL 3 years straight.
yeah,
Your quarterback is very. He did that with a limited quarterback and not too good of an offense. McCarthy actually need more praise than he got. He
yeah,
needs more praise than he got because that offense with that quarterback was atrocious, man. Dak Prescott he's a coach killer, bro. He will get you fired, man. Ryan Dakota will get you fired, bro. Look, dude, look at the track record. Everybody come through gets gone. And these don't be bad coaches. It be him. The man can't score in the clutch. He can't score. It be him, man. It's
yeah, but
unfortunate.
that's yeah. He trying to force the ball to CD and Pickens. Yeah,
Not
they
only that,
to me they try to force Dak to be something he's not.
man, to be honest with you, champ, it's so past that. Dak can't even be who he is or who he used to be anymore.
Yeah, he can't run.
It's not
He
even
can't
about
run.
forcing him to be a gunslinger anymore. It ain't even about that. He just can't even get through a normal down. He can't run, and anything should looking like cover two, he panics. It ain't even about him being a
Yeah.
gunslinger anymore. He can't even do normal shit.
Yeah. You don't even have to blitz. Just pretend you're
Yeah,
gonna blitz, and
right.
Yeah,
he falls apart.
Exactly. So it's not even about them trying to make him. You ain't even got to try to do that no more. Just let him go out there and play. You'll see the mess ups. You'll see him. He's
hmm
the quarterback that always continued to look like a fourth rounder, and it's sad. It's sad, man. It's very unfortunate that's where we at with this dude, man. Dude, one of the worst quarterbacks I ever seen. That
And
regular season shit don't mean nothing, man. I don't care about that, man.
it's nothing but stats. That's why I'm
Nothing.
like, watch film, not stats. And
yeah,
this fan base is just, they're like, oh, we can get Pickens. Well, maybe Pickens will play for 20. I'm like, why? The tag is 28.
He
Pickens wants 35, man. I mean, like, come on.
he will not play for 20. Don't play. Don't. And if they
It's
tag him
still
and keep,
dead
he gonna probably
delusional.
if they tag him and keep, he gonna give a piss poor effort. Believe that.
He
Yeah, I
sure is.
told you. Yep.
Believe that he see what the market is, and he know what numbers he put up while Lamb was gone. It will be bad.
I think we can get ones from him, but it's going to be from a team that doesn't have any. I think there might be 2027 ones. It'll be a team that doesn't have. Atlanta doesn't have one. Jacksonville doesn't have one. But I would want, give me a 1 and a 3, man. That's fair value. He's so great, right? He's so great.
Mm,
Maybe Buffalo with a new coaching staff. They're kind of down on their wide receivers up there, So
Yeah, I can see Buffalo. Yeah, for sure. I can see Buffalo. Yeah.
I'll take a
yeah.
1 and a 3, a 1 and a 4. Bye. Bye.
What about if the team offer a 2 and a 3?
I would even take a
No,
two and just me. I would take it a 2 and a 3 because if he walked away without trading him, we would get a 3 at the best, but most likely like a fourth.
you gotta
Mm-hmm.
you
And we
gotta
gave
tag
up a 3 and a 5.
you gotta tag him and trade him.
Yeah, take and
Yeah.
trade. But I want to one. Oh, he's so great, right? He's
That's
so
what they
great.
say.
But
I want one.
you notice how, like, when Micah went to Green Bay, the generational talk, woof, that stopped. You know,
Oh
like
yeah, that went away fast.
that went away real fast. You know,
It did. It
Yeah,
did.
it went
it,
away real
it
fast.
product of the Dallas hype machine. Listen. It's just. I also think they used him wrong. I'll say the truth.
Agreed.
He wasn't. He's not an edge, man. Not. He didn't play. He didn't play edge in college. He didn't play one down.
Not
One
one.
down. He's a linebacker. His 2 years. He only played 2 years in college because of the C word.
Yeah.
He did not play one snap with his hand down in college.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even know he set out that year, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Stop.
crazy to do that, man.
A lot of guys did. A
I ain't even
lot.
know, man.
Yep. He only
Damn.
played 2 years. 2 years.
So let me
How
ask you. Wait,
go
wait.
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's an off topic. How did our boy do his in the NFL so far? Abdul Carter. How did he do?
The Giants, same thing. Giants put him at edge. He was getting manhandled, getting chipped with tight ends. And I've did videos for the Giant crowd. I'm like, bro, when you gonna realize, learn from the Cowboys' mistakes. This kid is a linebacker. He got ran over at edge his last year at Penn State. Uh he kind of got a little bit better at the end of the year. He got some pressures. I think he had like 3 sacks. In my opinion, he's a off the ball linebacker and not an edge. Yo, I mean, Abdul Carter is thinner, a lot thinner. I mean, narrower than Micah Parsons. He's not
Mm.
an edge. And I'm just like, learn from the Cowboys' mistakes. You're dealing with grown men, and now you got tight ends, like, and then running backs chipping you. Just, he's an off the ball linebacker and blitz him. But Penn State got a new defensive coordinator his senior year, and they were like, yo, play edge. He played edge his first 3 games, and they moved his ass really fast back to linebacker. Then they put him down Oregon in the playoff game. He got his ass run over like the first 12 plays, and then he had a phantom shoulder injury, and he didn't come in no more. He basically got an Oregon offensive tackle drafted in Josh Conley in round 1 because of that game.
Damn.
Abdul Carter's a linebacker, man. They're gonna ruin him. But now with John Harbaugh there, I'll bet you they move him back to linebacker,
Damn.
or they go to a 3-4.
That you know what? Which brings me to the Cowboys. Do you think? Answer the question about that Auburn edge at 6'6".
His name is Keldrick Fork. He's 6'6", 270. People are a little down on him because he had 2 sacks this season. Last year he had 5. This kid's not even old enough to drink yet. He's 20 years old. He'll turn 21 in September. Oh, there's kids. Everyone's going crazy about David Bailey, other edges. These kids are 25. There's Romello Height, 26. I mean, Kojic Fork is 20 years old. So his best football is definitely ahead of him. Will it take him maybe probably 2, 3 years to play his best ball? Yeah. Is he gonna? I mean, like, is he has the frame to put on much more size? He won't get out of the top 10 just because. Listen, he shows up at the combine, runs a great. If he bombs like a 5-1, yeah, he's crazy gonna drop. He runs like he runs like a 4.5, 4.6. Listen, he's not getting out of top 10 because there's certain teams that they don't care if the C word year there was an edge out of Penn State. He had one sack in 3 years. He went in round one, but he went late, late, late. And nah, Keldrick Falk won't get past 10 picks unless there's medical issues or something we don't know about. But they're all just going to talk about he's going to jump high, he's going to run fast, and they're going to talk about these coaches are just going to salivate on. Oh, he's only 20 years old. What we can do to him, what we can mold him. I mean, you're allowed to play football in Florida to 19 years and 5 months. So, I mean, this kid got in and got out. So we'll see. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let me ask, Phil Court, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Fifth round, you think about a running back. Uh Emmitt Smith's son coming out of Texas A&M. He's there on your board. I mean, I'm not board, but he's there by the time you pick. Will you pick him up?
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't getting no damn Emmitt Smith son. No, sir. Not even close to it. There's so much more talent out there that's better than him. And a lot of people just want to pick because of the name. I'm not getting Emmitt Smith's son. No way.
Yeah, I watched him A&M a couple games. He didn't do nothing for me this year.
I'm not picking his son, bro. I can't do it.
He was at Stanford originally.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when you're like legacy players is like you going to your father's school. When Florida didn't want him, it shows you he sucks.
Yeah.
Dallas will guarantee you bring him in as an undrafted free agent, and all those dick riders, content creators will be like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this. I don't even want him because he's going to take away reps from somebody else, and there's a million other running backs that are better than him.
Right.
I'll take Lavon Morse, even though with his injuries at A&M, he's 10 times better back than Emmett Smith's kid.
Okay, let me ask you this. Both of y'all, either one can answer this. DeMarcus Lawrence, remember his rookie year. How you felt how his rookie year was?
D-Law was decent his rookie year. He said he made that big save in that playoff game against Detroit, that wild card game against Detroit. He kind of messed up the first fumble, but he bounced back on the second one. He kind of helped win that game, even though we had, even though there was a damn P out Anthony Hitchens. But still, as a rookie coming out of Boise State, he was effective, especially in his first year in a playoff game against Detroit. He was decent his first year, man. He was okay.
So it leads up to this question. Is there any type of DeMarcus Lawrence ish type players in the later rounds?
The problem with the much bigger edges, they're going to fly off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're left with the 6'2" guys. There will
Oh,
be some guys later. There's a kid, Vincent Anthony Jr. out of Duke, 6'6", 245. He had like 7 sacks this season. Has the frame to be much, much bigger. And I dropped a lot of tape on him, even going at it with really, really good tackles. And well, you would have to grab him round four. You would have to, I would hope he would be there in round four. If he's there round four, you'd have to jump on him. You would have to jump on him because, but yet our fan base is in love with 6'2", 230-pound edges. I'm like, yo, we got Ezeraku. We need someone bigger. There are some bigger edges. There's a lot. There are some big five techs in this class. So
I'm sorry, man. To be honest with y'all, we've sucked at that drafting at that position. I don't want no defensive end, no shorter than 6'4".
I,
Me
I,
neither.
I same here. Zion Young, Missouri, big on him. 6'5",
Yeah.
6'5", 260.
Oh yes, yes, sir.
But you see, the problem is he we don't have no two, we don't have no three. He ain't gonna be there for. I was looking at a mock draft earlier, like around two, and I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at the names, and I'm just getting sick to my stomach, man, when I'm seeing the names going. Listen, hopefully we can tag Aubrey, get him out of here, get a round two pick for him. And like the reason I was trying to explain, well, corner brought it up, and then I seconded it because let's be honest. I mean, Aubrey should only be kicking extra points, not 99-yard field goals. Yet
Mm-hmm.
I can get a safety, a linebacker, an edge, or a wide receiver that's going to play 60 plays a game versus a guy that's going to play three plays a game, and he will make you a better team in the long run. And maybe you can instead of paying Aubrey $10 million, throw that $10 million plus another five at a really really good safety, plus draft one. You gotta tag trade Aubrey and you gotta tag and trade Pickens, but what do I know?
Pickens, of course, you'll get more, but it's the knuckleheadism that I'm worried about.
I don't give a shit. Like that'd be another team problem.
Now,
Let
I'm talking about knuckleheadism for nobody not trying to pick him up.
all teams will pick him up. That they would pick up Pickens. The year he had, they'll pick him up. That
Yeah, they
wouldn't be
will. They will.
hell yeah. That wouldn't even be an issue trading him. No, teams would love to get that boy. Yeah, yeah. He had a good year. They would love to get him, man. I'm just not want to deal with him. Tag him and trade him. I just don't want to deal with him.
I
I've
could
I've,
see
I've seen
Jacksonville,
enough. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Atla-
too much of a headache.
I can see Jacksonville. I can see the New Orleans Saints picking up Pickens.
Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta doesn't have Atlanta doesn't have a 2026 pick though, so it would be a 2027,
Okay. Okay.
and neither do the Jaguars. So those would be 2027 picks. But I think New Orleans has they pick like ten, I think. I don't think they're gonna give up round 10. I mean pick 10 overall. I believe I could be wrong though.
Okay, let me ask you, what about what's the best outside of Caleb Downs? What other safeties that's going to be pretty good in this draft?
You got Kamari Ramsey, USC. I'm really my safety. I don't want to give out too many secrets. It's early, but and this kid came out of nowhere, but I've been pumping him up all year. Is Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo. He's 6'3", 220.
Oh,
He'll come across the field, he'll take your head off. Good in coverage. Uh,
how's the
the
ball skills?
He's a ball hawk too. The year earlier, Toledo had Quinyon Mitchell, who went in round two to Philadelphia. So a lot of talent comes out of the MAC. It's just people don't want to You got Kamari Ramsey. He's looking to be out of USC. He'll be a first round safety. Dylan Thiemann, Oregon. He's a first round safety. To listen, I know everyone in the world loves Caleb Downs, And I'm okay with going out on an edge. And I said, don't be shocked in 3-4 years if Emmanuel McNeil Warren turns out to be a better safety than Caleb Downs. But like a lot, that's easier said than done because a lot of it also too has to go with what teams they go to. So let's say if Caleb Downs goes to like fucking the Jets, where he has to make 390 tackles a year, and then Emmanuel McNeil Warren, let's say, goes to like the Ravens, or so a lot of that has to do with it too. But don't be shocked. He's put it this way: if you can grab Emmanuel McNeil Warren at 29, 30, 31, that's better value than Caleb Downs in the top 10. You take a safety in the top 10, he better be Ed Reed. I'm sorry. A safety is like a guard to me. You take a guard that early, he better be Larry Allen, you know. But even if you don't get a safety in round one, the safety class goes all 7 rounds. There's a kid, Bray Hubbard, out of Alabama. Love him. Zachariah Weekly, Penn State, great size. Then you have a lot of. I like this kid, Bud Clark, TCU. He's like 26. He's a little bit older, so I mean, but there's safeties. No matter what you want, big, short, they're out there. You can get. It's a very strong, very, very, very strong safety class.
I remember a couple years ago, the Cowboys had a chance to get Buda Baker. Matter of fact, that was the same year they drafted Taco Charlton.
I thought it was the same year we took. Who's the defensive tackle? The short kid. He didn't last long. I think it was right after the Taco Charlton draft. We didn't the year we didn't have a first round pick, and then
Uh, I'm not sure.
can't it was he was a Rod Marinelli pick, small defensive tackle, up the field. God, it's pissing me off, man. I can't think of his name. He was a straight
Oh man,
bust.
Fitz gone off because Fitz probably would have known.
Yeah, I thought that was the Buda Baker year. I thought.
No, no, it was the year they drafted the year they drafted uh what's his name? Taco Charlton. You had TJ Watts and you had Buda Baker in that draft. The Cowboys could have got either one of them.
You know, and see, the Cowboys suck so bad. If we would have took T.J. Watt, I'll bet money the Cowboys never would have drafted Michael Parsons. In a million years, they never would have drafted him.
Nah,
That-
really, you
that-
know what? Really, they was after Patrick Surtain.
and yeah,
But
yeah. And
but
then
oh, but they
Joe Horn's
yeah,
kid.
Joe Horn, but they running their mouths.
That's what they do every draft. Because you see, no Dallas does. Dallas goes into round one, and they will be missing that entire position. So every team, all 31 NFL teams knew we were drafting a guard. Why? Because we didn't have a right guard on the team. Unless you're going to put Brock Hoffman as your right guard. Everyone and their mother knew we were drafting a right guard. So I mean, it's a joke. But like I'm telling you, Jerry Jones is not a good poker player.
Man, oh,
But
I was just about to say that, man. Tristan Hill. That's it,
there you
Tristan
go.
Hill.
Yep, I thought that was the Budaberger year.
Nah. Yeah, because matter of fact, Cowboys didn't have no first round pick that year. Tristan Hill was the number one, was their first pick that year.
Because that was the year we gave up the one for Amari Cooper, correct?
Might have been. It
It
might have
had to
been.
be, I think.
Yeah. I mean, cause think about it, man. Every time since we've been under NFL tag, franchise tag, Cowboys they had traded for three. Okay, it was. Yeah, it was. That what KJ 5000 said. Cowboys, they traded for starting with Joey Galloway, failed. Roy Williams, the wide receiver from Detroit, failed.
Failed.
Uh, I think it was somebody. It was another wide receiver who they tried to pick up from a franchise tag. I can't remember. But if you notice, Cowboys always draft, or they're not draft, but they always trading for wide receivers.
Because
Amari Cooper.
they're flash players. They score touchdowns. People, wide receivers sell more jerseys than offensive tackles and safeties. It's a business. A
And,
business.
and man, and when was the last time the Cowboys actually spend serious money in free agency?
Who was that one DB we had? He was good.
From Kansas City, yes.
Yeah, but he
He
never
never
got
did.
any interceptions.
Matter of fact, damn, what the receiver from the Giants that caught that one handed pass?
Odell Beckham?
Yeah, Odell Beckham. Yeah, he made Odell Beckham a lot of money from catching that one handed pass. Damn, I forgot his name. But if we
I,
don't,
I mean, he was a good corner. He just never he never got any interceptions.
nah, he didn't. If we draft that running back from Notre Dame, I'm done. Oh man, nah, man, Cowboys. You know what? I think the time for Cowboys spending money or drafting a running back in first round, them days are over with.
Never say never because he would sell a million jerseys, but allegedly there's a million reports out there that he's in the spectrum of that he has autism. Jeremiah Love, allegedly. But there's a million, and he's had it allegedly since he was a child, and he has problems like in social and like around crowds and stuff like that. I don't know though. I just learned about this in the last couple of days doing research, and I was like, what? But he's fast as hell. The only thing I don't like about him is if you watch a lot of his tape, like every other game, he tries like hurdling people. You do that in the NFL, you're gonna get broken in two. You're gonna have a short career. You try
Oh, he
that
did have a shot for real. You
in the
can't even do that all
NFL.
the time.
So like
And know what? And that was the problem with Pickens this year. Pickens want to try to jump over people and shit.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, hell, you're now a track star. Cause you know what? Compared to some people, all thing they gotta do so you start jump over, they gonna knock your ass down.
Yeah. Me personally, running back wise, I love Nicholas Singleton from Penn State. I love Katron Allen from Penn State. I just don't. They're not going to be on the board round four. They're not. They're not. Don't be shocked, Philly. They're going to be fan favorites. Philly's going to have probably 15. Philly has 10 draft picks already, and the comp picks
Damn.
haven't even been given out. Well, that's what happens when you wheel and deal the last two drafts instead of letting your grandkids run around with iPads, So they have
And
10
see,
draft picks.
you know what? And much I hate the Eagles, man, they run their organization so much better than the Cowboys. I hate to say it, but they do, especially right now.
There's rumors that the Chargers are going to cut their offensive lineman, Makai Becton. He's 6'7", 380, and he was the Eagles' right guard. They got him for $5 million from the Jets. The Jets cut him. He was a former left tackle, but he never had the feet to play left tackle. And he was a big dude, and he had knee injuries. But And everyone, and we have all these content creators that say, "Oh, he's too big. He's too big." I guess they never saw Kevin Gogan play. And Philly,
Goldman was
so
huge.
yeah, and when Philly beat Kansas City, they had a 6'7", 380 pound right guard.
Oh yeah, and you remember Leonard from
Leonard, yeah, exactly. He was a failure from Texas. He was a failure from Arizona Cardinals. Took him at left tackle. Was a
they moved him
failure,
to guard, and
and
look,
he
and
was all pro.
he became an All Pro at guard.
Yeah. But yet
So
guys
my
say, "Oh, too big."
you know what my thing is, if it can work back then, it can work today. I'm like, I wouldn't have no problem if just I'm just throwing it out there. I'm for anybody who later on watch this video and saying that I should make Steel a tackle or Tyler Guide and try him as a guard. Well, if he can't work at the tackle, move him to guard. What's his name? Connor Beebe. Take him off of center and move him to tackle.
The things that
It does. Hell. Just try it. If it don't work, it don't work.
no, listen, I agree with you. I hear you 1,000%. But what I don't like about throwing Steele or Guyton inside is the fact that they're not big frames. They're not even big tackles. They're tall. They're tall. But if you put an 87 on either Steele or Tyler Guyton, you wouldn't you would think they were a blocking tight end. They don't have that big, thick, broad shoulders. They don't have those giant legs. I have bigger calves than Tyler Guyton. So those much larger tackles work inside because they're maulers in a phone booth. And I don't think we can say Steele or Guyton are maulers. They're just listen. Steele had one decent year playing next to Zach Martin. Dallas overpaid him. Dallas got cute, traded back, said, "Oh, we can live with these five players." Tyler Guyton was the fifth player out of that five, and that's the game you play with when you trade back. And listen, but I can't give up on him until I see him fail at right tackle. But what I see, I think that's going to happen easily. I mean, everyone like was saying from his rookie year to year two, "Oh, he put on 30 pounds. He put on this." I'm like, I don't know. He looks the same to me. When you know Wayne from the Philadelphia Eagles, right tackle, who's been in the league for 10 years, he's walking around with 700 pounds on his back, and Tyler Guyton is boxing in the rain. I'm like, yo, spend some time in the squat rack, man. Tyler Guyton's got my markers are bigger than Tyler Guyton's legs, man.
Yeah,
But that's what happens when you draft guys that only play tackle in college football 13 games. He only
yep,
played 13 games,
yep.
you know?
And you make a mistake to draft them in the first round pick because you like their size because they got a long reach.
That year, we should have took West Virginia center Zach Frazier. He was a state champion wrestler for 4 years who never lost a bout. He had 11-inch hands, and he played at center for West Virginia, but he could have played guard. And we could have traded back again and gotten him. Pittsburgh got him, and he just mauls people. That's who the pick should have been. We could have even traded back again, and then we could have picked up Patrick Paul at left tackle. He playing for the Dolphins, and Patrick Paul's better than Tyler Guyton. But what do I know? Patrick Paul, 6'8", 320-ish, 330, boxing background, MMA background, but yet, the do-rag crew, then you got, the old guy at the start that's like 90 years old that talks draft. They both said Patrick Peterson from Houston is a horrible offensive lineman. And I was like, okay, okay.
Yeah,
He's better than Tyler Guyton.
yeah. Hey, let me ask you this. What KJ 5000 said, he said, man, the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl, and it seemed like they didn't take them long to do so either. In
Well,
your opinion, what did they do right to
okay,
change their team around that fast?
okay. This past season, first of all, they hired coach. I did a video. Coaching matters. They brought in Mike Vrabel with their first round.
Which who I wanted.
Which, yeah, me too. Me too. Uh, but yet we didn't even interview him. So they took everyone said his arms were too short. Will Campbell from LSU, left tackle, who I believe gave up one sack in 4 years, he visited New England. Mike Vrabel put on helmets and shoulder pads and went at it with him to see if he can play in the NFL. And he goes, yeah. They drafted him round one, with top 10 pick, or maybe 11. Bang, slid him into left tackle. They took my number two running back, Trevon Henderson, out of Ohio State with their second round pick. They nailed it with him. Their third round pick, they drafted Georgia center Jared Wilson, slid him to left guard. Then basically, their right side of the line is basically like a lot of older veterans. They bring in offensive tackles as tight ends on running games. They have two. Trevon Henderson is a very, very physical running back. He only scored like 55 touchdowns in his career at Ohio State. Then they had Ramonda Stevenson. So two big physical running backs. They got young Drake May. They play good defense. They got Diggs at wide receiver, who really didn't really have the best of years, but was enough, and a bunch of just regular guys. They also had a third round pick wide receiver I liked out of, I think, TCU, I think. And they even had they not even draft him. I had a sleeper, this kid, Effin Chisholm out of Eastern Washington, wide receiver. He set every record in the world, the same college that Cooper Kupp went to. This kid set every record in the world. He was on my sleeper list. They took him as an undrafted free agent. He played wide receiver, kick returner, punt returner. So, and they hit on like six undrafted free agents even. And they brought some guys. They signed, okay, I love this one. There was people said last year the two top three techs on the board were Ass Adigizua and Philadelphia's Milton Williams from Louisiana Tech. You can't even compare Milton Williams to Osa Digizua. Patriots signed Milton Williams. Milton Williams only played 9 games this year. He hurt his, I think, knee or his ankle. And in 9 games, Milton Williams had a better season, film wise and stat wise, than Osa Odigizua, who's in a rotation. And Milton Williams only played 9 games. They
Hmm.
made the right decision. We made it. But once again, this is Jerry loving to overpay
Yep.
his own draft picks.
And draft picks because they overvalued their own draft picks, even though a lot of their draft picks are trash.
You
But
know, and then you have the content creators that say F those draft picks. So I'm like, so you agree that Will McClay sucks? No, 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 he's great. Well, which one is it? Which one is
mhm,
it? He sucks or F those picks? Because I know I can find talent, and I'm just a nobody who watches a hell of a lot of football. You
mhm,
know, I, I yo, I put my hand on a Bible, and I know I watch more football than Will McClay. But
You know
I'm
how?
just
You know
just a
what?
nobody.
I
I'm just
got
a nobody.
I got a prediction for 26 for this year. The offense is going to take a step back, and the defense is going to take two steps forward this year. And watch again. They're going to have another type of excuse for Dak Prescott.
Listen, it all depends. If you tell me we draft Sonny Styles, C.J. Allen from Georgia, linebackers, round one, I do backflips. If you tell me we go out round because the running backs, a lot of the good running backs. Listen, there's gonna be good running backs round four, round five, round six, round seven, even undrafted free agency. But now you telling me round four, round five, we draft two big giant five techs? Yo, I'd be happy with that. Or you telling me we draft two safeties? Okay, yeah. But if we roll out the same if we get a big edge. But I don't want Clowney. People want to sign Clowney. If you think Clowney is going to do OTAs and training camp, he's going to
That's
play
not
two
going to
games.
happen. It's
He's
not
going to
going to
play two
happen.
games. You need Clowney to say, yo, do what you do. Listen, don't call us, we'll call you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you work out, we'll call you. Depends how our season goes. If I'm 0 and 5, why do I want to bring you in?
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
on. Yeah, I mean, like you bring in Clowney when you're
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 4
at
and
the
1.
yeah you're on the edge of trying to be in that race. But if you're out of the race, oh no, that's for
And
young. That's for young people. That's for
And
your
like, what's the purpose of drafting an edge? Then Clowney becomes Jason Witten 2.0. He's a progress stopper.
yeah.
But yet the Cowboy fans, listen, we have Donovan Azaraku, an undersized edge. Yeah, that I don't have a problem with one undersized edge as long as my other edge is 6'6", 265,
I don't know what
270.
it seemed like the Cowboys may end up going with a 3-4 type defense.
Listen, listen. You, look, I've done a million 3-4 defenses, mock drafts. The players are there. There's two good late round five techs out of Iowa. Can't give out all my secrets yet. There's million. USC has a big five tech. Minnesota has a big five tech. Clemson, the Clemson kid has a couple of arrests. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're Charles Manson. If you can play football, come on, come to Dallas. Listen, I don't want Jason Garrett, or you got to be a choir boy for him to fucking draft you and the team captain. No, bro, this isn't golf. It's football. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep. You
I
need
watched a clip real quick. I watched a clip real the other night, and it was Charles. It was I think it was that Netflix documentary or whatever, but it was Charles Haley talking. And Charles Haley said he has three personalities, like Charles, Chuck, and someone else. And he even said I think he said like Chuck is the crazy one. And he said every team needs someone like that.
they do.
Absolutely.
They do.
Every team needs someone to put people in place. When guys on offense were effing up during Haley's years, Charles Haley said, if you don't put them in their place, I'm gonna put them in their place because then they're messing with my money. You
Yep.
need guys like that. But like I call the NFL, like AEW, they call All Friends Wrestling. That's what Jim Cornette calls them. I call
Yep.
the NFL today All Friends Football. Everybody
Oh,
just wants to be friends with. I don't want to be friends with you. I want to. If I'm playing against you, I want to end your career. I want to. I'm out. If I'm playing against you, you're on another team. I'm looking to hurt you, man. That's me. Charles Haley said, I just give me a height and a weight. That's it. And because like on interviews on other shows, because they were asking him like, "Oh, would you want to know background information?" And Charles Haley said no, because let's say if I found out that offensive tackle's kid was sick or had cancer or something like that, he goes, "Then I'm going to feel bad for him." And then I'm not. I don't want to fucking do him bad. And that's Charles Haley talking. He goes,
Yeah,
"Just give me his weight and his give me his weight, his height, and his jersey. That's all I need."
yeah. Well, Sam, I just want do this for an hour.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so everybody, KJ 5000, thanks for stepping, thanks for being in the comment section. But pretty soon, yeah, we're gonna be doing the wrestling talk. That's
Yeah,
real soon. That's real soon.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man.
All right. Yeah.
Every night I go to bed. I'm always listening to like wrestling podcasts. I do
Yeah.
that to mix it
Oh
up.
yeah. 'Cause, man, you know what? I wish they can bring back the territories. They bring back territories, but you have like one belt. It's like the old day. You have that one champion that goes from territory to territory.
I get
I
I
would
get I get people throw it back at me, but I'll say it once. I'll say it again. Vince McMahon ruined
wrestling.
wrestling.
He did. He really did. You know what? And then you always have like a TNA or uh, what's the AEW. You know, they try
World
to compete with.
class. Yeah, yeah, they always try competing with each other.
Yeah, I'm talking about well today in today's time because world class they end up going with a at the end it was USWA,
Yes.
the United States Wrestling Organization. I think with them, if they could had gotten a contract with ESPN before WWE did, they will be talking about them versus the WWE.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was listening to a podcast the other night, and the guy was saying, I don't know if you remember, but for a period of time, AWA was on ESPN, like when we were
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And
Because in my
yes.
area of AWA, they were syndicated.
Okay, so when I was a kid, AWA was on ESPN. Like when Sergeant Slaughter left WWF, and listen, I'll tell you right now, Sergeant Slaughter left WWF and Jimmy Snuka left WWF because they were over Hogan. They could not get Hogan over Slaughter or Snuka, so they got rid of them. But AWA was on ESPN, and they were saying Vern Gagne got like crazy with the negotiations and like wanted more than what ESPN was offering, and then they were just like you're out. You got because supposedly Vern Gagne had like six other parties, six other owners with him, but he asked for like double of what ESPN offered, and then they were like, "Nah, just kick them off."
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you know what? And we definitely gonna be talking about the old Memphis. No, it was not Memphis, but it was they called it UWF,
And
Universal Wrestling Federation. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that one day too, though.
I feel sorry for these young kids. They'll never know what it's like waking up on a Saturday morning and having wrestling from 9 a.m. to midnight live. It's
Cause see, in my neck of the woods, we used to grow up. It was before it became CBS. It was Channel 11, and what they used to do at first they would show like an hour of wrestling, then went to 90 minutes, and then went to 2 hours of Saturday night wrestling.
I remember that.
Man, that was a much. As soon as like if like look, I'm back in junior high school. Then it's
Mhm.
like as soon as 10 o'clock get there, I'm front TV watching.
Champ, you can Google it. That Saturday night 2 hour show had higher ratings than Now, back then, that was when Saturday Night was funny with Eddie Murphy, John
Yeah.
Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, all the funny people. That world class show on Saturday nights had higher ratings than Saturday Night Live. I woke up as a kid, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. was WWF on Channel 9 for me. Then after that, world like Georgia Championship Wrestling. That was like Gordon Soley, the Road Warriors, the
Yeah.
young Roddy Piper, the Four Horsemen. Then that would come on, and then World Class would come on Saturday night.
Oh wow.
Then they would re-show again World Class on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, cause
So
that
I
yeah,
was
yeah, because Saturday night that was they were showing the cards from Fort Worth at the convention center, and on Sundays it used to be our channel 39. Now it's a Hispanic channel,
okay.
but they would show world class from when they was wrestling at the Sportatorium. That was on Sundays.
Yeah, I remember that. Yo, the Freebird era. I mean,
Yep. Man, the
it's
the Vonner Freebird era. But then when the Freebirds went to UWF, that's when I saw a young Sting and a young later on Ultimate Warrior.
Ultra Warrior,
Yeah,
Dingo Warrior.
yeah, yeah. Because they would call the Blade Runners. It was Sting
Yeah.
and it was Rock and Sting.
My sons are huge wrestling fans, but when they were little, I made them watch all the old wrestling. So they're like wrestling historians. We would like
Yeah,
when I would put them to bed at nighttime, we would have like questions about like who is the longest reigning champion ever? Who is this? Who is that? They
yeah.
so
But you know what? But you know what they said to about somebody like I'm the 12 time 12 time like WWE champion. That means
yeah.
yeah, that means you a 12 time loser. But yeah, man, let me go. Yeah, let's go end this. But yeah, thanks again.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, might try it again next week. All right. Yeah, have a good. Y'all be blessed.
Have a good night, everybody. Good
Sure.
night. Bye.